Hello and welcome to another episode of Put Me in Coach on episode 47, Diamondbacks versus Giants Game 2. Lineup of today, I thinking Loris Grow Jr. is back in the left field, and then Adrian Del Castro playing DH, but I don't know, he's going up and down and stuff, and then I think Gabriel Marino is back to catcher and stuff. I think that is it, and then the rest is the same. Maybe Marino was played yesterday. I'm not 100% sure. It's kind of weird how it changed sometimes and stuff, but today of offense, obviously enough. A lot of hitting in this game on both sides. The only people did not get a base hit is Perdomo, Marino, and Wolfsmith, and the rest did and stuff. So, 3 out of 9, it's not bad. Um, so, we just gotta, keep doing it and stuff. Marte was 0 for 4, and then pretty much at the very end, he got a base hit. Well, it wasn't a base hit. um, Pitching wise of enough. Brian Nelson pitching today. He went 7 innings, gave up 8 hits, struck out 3, walked 2, gave up 3 runs. So he did okay. Not the best he's showing. I think in the Giants were hitting off him today and stuff. So a lot of hits off of him, but not a lot of runs. So that's maybe a positive. I'm not 100% sure and stuff. But again, I would definitely say this is not really a good day for him. So he did the best he can. And so the Giants starting pitcher today, Landon Rope. He went 7 innings, gave up 7 hits. My bad. Struck out 3, walked none, gave up 1 run. So I would definitely say he did okay as well. I think it was a really great matchup with Ryan Nelson and stuff. They're very close together, but I would definitely say Rope did much a lot better against the Diamondbacks offense and stuff. So I'll give him that and stuff. And then the bullpen for the Diamondbacks, Kevin Ginkel and Jonathan Lesgia. Forgot the J off of him. What the frick? And they did good. They pretty much did not give up any runs in the bullpen. So that's pretty good. And also, what I've heard in the bullpen, somehow enough, because of why am I blanking on his name? Corbin Burns. I was meant to say and stuff. I don't know why I was having a hard time saying his name. But what I've heard, because the only thing he's on the IL for the Diamondbacks and stuff, because we will get him pretty much after half of the season and stuff. But there could be a reason why the bullpen is doing good, because of Corbin Burns is helping the bullpen and stuff. I don't know if he's specifically helping out as being one of the coaches and stuff, but maybe he's just helping as just a teammate, just looking at his teammates and seeing things and stuff. I think that's a normal thing, giving little tips here and there and stuff. He's a pitcher, there are pitchers, gotta help your teammates anytime and stuff. So I kind of like that, especially enough of how good Corbin Burns is as a pitcher and stuff. I understand he's a starting pitcher, not a bullpen and stuff. Maybe he's just helping and generally for the pitching and stuff. And maybe just today, what we've heard at the time and stuff, just noticing enough of how good the bullpen is at this time and stuff. And they're phenomenal. They're doing their part at this time and stuff. So if Corbin Burns is giving some tips here and there and helping out as a teammate and stuff, that's huge for the Diamondbacks, you know. So I just like that, and I want to see my boy out there. But it's good. It's cool to see my boy is just helping out on the team as just maybe just a friend, teammate, whatever and stuff. You know, he wants this team to win as well because, you know, you're part of the team. So, like, why wouldn't you not, you know, help the team you're on and stuff? That wouldn't make no sense. You wouldn't, like, oh, I don't care and stuff. No, like, he does, you know, especially he lives here in Arizona. To me, that was wild. I never knew that before. He went to the Orioles and stuff, but yeah, that's something really cool I learned today and stuff. So it's cool to him noticing things of what's going on in the bullpen, and they're doing good. So that's positive for pitching wise and stuff. Scoring. I'm actually going to talk about all of the scoring today and stuff because there's not really a whole lot scoring, but also like there was not really like cheap ones like sack flies or anything and of it. Like these are legitimate of like hits, a good hits, big moments in the game and stuff. So let's talk about it and stuff. Starting off with Corbin Carroll with a triple, and then fortunately it came into a inside ballpark home run. They call it like Little League ballpark home run and stuff to make it 1-0 in the bottom of the first. What really happened is he slid to the third base to get a triple. He was safe anyways enough. The only thing he got an inside ballpark home run like Little League does and stuff. The ball hit his top of the head and stuff. Like it was going directly to Matt Chapman's like glove at third base and stuff, but fortunately it just directly right to hit Corbin Carroll back of his head and stuff, and then it just ricocheted off his head somewhere and stuff. He kind of like, you know, hitting like his head a little bit, and he's just like, oh, that didn't feel good and stuff. And then fortunately enough he realized, now, oh, like the ball's gone, let me try to go home. And fortunately he went home, he was safe and taking the first lead of the game and stuff. But yeah, he kind of felt a little weird in the head and stuff, especially he went out the outfield and just like, ooh, like I think he's okay today and stuff, but like when he was in the outfield, he was giving some little faces like, I got hit in the head. Doesn't feel good. So it's kind of a crazy game with the Little League inside ballpark home run by just trying to go for a triple. It's crazy, man. And he has so much speed to him. It's crazy. Rafael Devers hit a solo home run to tie the game up in the top of the second. And then Willie Adames hit a solo home run to make it 2-1, top of the second, back-to-back home runs. And then Daniel Sakak or something, I don't know, RBI double to hit, RBI double to make it 3-1, top of the second and stuff. And it was basically 3-1 all the way till the ninth inning and stuff. And then Adrian De Castro hit a RBI single. I don't know why I don't have single. Why I don't have single? I'm not doing my part here. It's so weird. Oh my goodness. Now typing is the problem. Apologize. Making 2-3 bottom of the ninth. And then, fortunately of enough. And if you notice in the beginning, I kind of spoil it right in the beginning. It's like, if you knew, you know, and stuff. Fortunately for his only hit of the game, he hit a 3 home run to basically walk it off with a home run in the bottom of the ninth. Final score was 5-3, and our record is 24 and 23. Now we're one up of 500 and stuff, and also winning the series over the Giants and stuff. Hopefully we go for the sweep tomorrow and stuff. Huge game and stuff. Let me tell you, I was getting so frustrating so much in this game. Like, I'll give little credit to the Giants because they hit off Nelson a couple times, got 3 runs, cool, back-to-back home runs and stuff, like in like the second and stuff. Like, those are the only runs they basically got and stuff. And then fortunately enough, like, I thinking there's we had the Diamondbacks had bases loaded twice in 2 different innings. Okay, they were bases loaded in the 7th. I think they were base loaded in the 8th. And Kento Marte almost hit a home run just to tie the game up. But fortunately enough, Bader was under it and he caught it and stuff. Like, he was just so close. If he actually hit the wall, it won't be a home run, but it would like ricochet off the wall and it would be like still like in play, fair ball and stuff. So it just like barely hit like top of the edge of the roof of where the balcony was at in like the center field area and stuff, and he just like really like bottom of that and stuff, and somehow enough Bader was under it and he caught it, and that was an out because, like, you know, Kento Marte thought enough of like, oh, I'm gonna tie this game up. Fortunately didn't, but you know, came up clutch at the very end of the game, you know. But yeah, we had bases loaded twice and we still got out of it. It's just crazy enough of how many opportunities the Diamondbacks had and stuff. I don't know how you get out of this where enough of, you know, like, again, I'll give little tips on the Giants of getting out of it, but you gotta, like, as a batter, you gotta do your job, you know? And fortunately, they didn't do their job. And the defense for the Giants, they did their job. You know, the pitching just did, like, you know, threw the ball, got hit off of it, went straight to the player. That's the other thing. Don't hit to the players on defense, because that would be a lot easier for them to get you out, you know? And the only way of enough of the Giants got out of it with the bases loaded and stuff. The first one was on Adrian Del Castro and stuff, and the other one was with Nolan Arenado. And the second one, I was literally enough of like, are we gonna go crazy of enough of if he hit a grand slam here? Like, if he hit a grand slam, it would actually take the lead overall and stuff. And then also, he would go back-to-back days with a grand slam and stuff. So, it would be huge if he actually did that. But, fortunately enough, the both times when the Diamondbacks were having bases loaded and stuff, the Giants got out of it with a ground-out double play. And the second one with Nolan Arenado, and I'm just like, the worst thing you would do is a ground out double play, and exactly what just happened. And oh my goodness, I just like, there's no way. Ugh! How? Why do you hit right to Willie Adames and stuff, and then just strictly to second base, to first, double play, out of the inning, no runs? Like, come on. Like, I even, like, said the F word and stuff, and I'm not mostly a person to say the F word, you know, because, you know, hopefully, you know, don't tell my mom, because, you know, my mom, raised me correct. I don't want to say correctly, like, just, you know, have manners, whatever, and stuff, respect people and stuff. But yeah, I was getting a little frustrated. Like it's just like we again like it's like the same thing enough in game two against the Rockies and stuff. There was so many times enough of the Diamondbacks had opportunity to take the lead, win the game and stuff, and we lost that game against the Rockies and stuff, and we should win that game because of how good the Diamondbacks were hitting the ball and stuff, and the Rockies defense were just really good that day and stuff by just catching the ball, whatever, get to the ball, everything and stuff. I wouldn't say the Giants are like again, I get it. Like Willie Adames is a great defense player at shortstop, but it's just like it's just so crazy of enough of it's so easy just hit to the player and you can get out so quick and easy and stuff if you actually make it difficult for them and stuff and be a lot easier for the batter and stuff. But overall enough, it was more exciting enough of with a walk-off home run from Kento Marte and stuff. And fortunately enough, that's his first career walk-off home run in his whole career, and I was shocked by that because depends enough of how long he's been playing for the Diamondbacks and stuff, and that was his first. It's crazy. I guess he walked off a couple times, but I guess there were not walk off home runs, so this is the first and stuff. Progress. I would definitely say just keep going till we get a win and stuff. Like I just thinking like in this moment at this time, when I specifically talked about enough of its bases loaded, like show what you got, like don't show enough of the opponents making it easy for them, make it hard for them in a way enough. Make the pitcher scared, make the defense scared and stuff. Be the hero of at the bat and stuff and put it in play and stuff because you never know, people can make errors and stuff, especially the Giants because Giants are not that really good as a team this year and stuff, and they make a lot of errors especially today and stuff, and also the ump was were terrible as well and stuff. Just have balls and strikes and stuff, but it's just like these are the big moments we need to care about and stuff. Like I understand Nolan Arenado and Adrian Castro was trying to go for it and stuff and just didn't work for them and stuff. I understand from that point and stuff, but it's just like I wish that they have a better hack at the play and stuff than just easy ground out double play and stuff for the defense to do good on that and stuff. So just be more aware on that more often and stuff. And next time enough, get a grand slam, hit base hit, just do not get out and don't get out the inning so we don't get no runs. Like those are the big things that we need to check on and stuff and realize enough of just like, okay, we won't do this again. Let's do more and stuff. So those are just the little things here and there and stuff. But if they can get on base and win the game like they did and walk it off and stuff, I guess it's a positive and stuff. Pitching wise enough, it's not good. Like I wouldn't say that. I would say that it is good. I'm sorry. Choice of words I'm trying to say. I think they did good. I think Nelson did okay and stuff. It's what it is. I think he just did his best and stuff, and just make it a little like he did make it a lot closer than it is for us to get back in the game and win the game and stuff. But yeah, it's just like it's just I don't know. I guess the offense just didn't really got Nelson's back till the very end. So those are the scary moments we want to talk about the most and stuff. But basically of that, it's pretty good. And then the MVP for today is obviously enough the person at the end, Ketel Marte, his second MVP on this podcast, and unfortunately enough, his first one was also on a walk-off home run as well, and that was against the Braves when we literally like what's the word for it? Split the series with the Braves and stuff. And you look at the Braves right now, their records is crazy. I think they're like 31, 32 wins with like 14 losses or something like that. I'm not 100% on that and stuff. I could be wrong and stuff, but it's around there. Like 30, like over 30 wins and stuff. And a lot of people are struggling at this time and stuff, like around 500, maybe over 500 a little bit and stuff, Like I would say I think in the Yankees and maybe the Dodgers are like over 30 home runs. I mean, not 30 home runs, 30 wins in their record and stuff. So not too bad enough of ever. And I think the Rays are also in the 30 wins as well. I think so. So it's kind of crazy how things is at this time and stuff. But yeah, it's just like we just gotta keep going. What it is, and it doesn't matter enough of what team we face and stuff. So good for Marte and stuff, making history as well. The first time he done it and stuff. Tomorrow, I know Kelly is pitching tomorrow, and I thinking Morel is pitching for the Giants. Tyler Morel, I think so. Yeah. Honestly, he's actually a really good pitcher and stuff. I know he probably has little struggles here and there and stuff, but back then when he was on the Reds, he was a really good pitcher. And also, he looks like my brother-in-law, just slightly, some ways and stuff, but it's what it is. Who knows? Hopefully we get the win tomorrow and stuff. It's an early game as well. It's like around like 12 o'clock or whatever and stuff. But hopefully we get the sweep for against the Giants. So that's what we hope for and stuff. And if the bats is going the way it is from yesterday and today and stuff, we can do it and stuff. But overall than that, I have a feeling enough of the Giants might just go for an anything. They probably got pissed off by yesterday and stuff by losing a game 12-2 and they just want to get some revenge on us and stuff. But I guess the revenge didn't work very well and stuff. But who knows enough of that's gonna come tomorrow and stuff. So hope for the best and stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Have a nice day and thank you for watching.